Yo, so I've been sitting here playing my guitar, just practicing some of my favorite songs. And I got a message that basically, so I was thinking about how, like for me, like teaching myself guitar, um, it's been, it's been a journey. It definitely been a journey. I haven't been consistent. I think I started playing about 4 years ago, um, but I haven't been consistent with it. I think like the first year I was, but last 3 years I wasn't. Anyway, I remember always wanting to like learn music theory, learn all the notes and know all the major and minor and sharp, flat, what is it? The pentatonics, um, whole lot of stuff. I don't know all the names. I could be butchering it right now, but learning all that, you know what I mean? Like the on paper, um, like kind of more academic stuff. Which I still have that interest. Like I still want to learn, but I realize that like, yo, a lot of times, like when you learn on your own, or basically when you learn outside of like a classroom, when you learn outside of having like I don't know, like a strict teacher saying, do it this way, learn this first, learn that, da, 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 and then learn this and learn that, da, 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 da. Um, which that's valid, obviously, right? You know what I mean? There's a lot of great musicians and people who came out of those straightforward, you know, musical backgrounds. They learned all the notes and different theories and da da da. But also, this is the message basically. I'm realizing that it's like a lot of stuff, a lot of new things often come from not doing things normally. You know what I mean? Like when you learn a certain way, you learn certain skills. Because honestly, even like I was reading something recently. It was like even our like scale, like the music scale. I forget what it's called, but it's like it it's like a Western version of like the music scale. And there's more than one version. You know, like it's not just what is it like the seven notes. What is it? A B C D E F G. Um, and at those specific frequencies, at those specific notes, there's like different versions all around the world. Like I know there's like semitones. There's a whole like I don't know if it's Indian. It's like a whole other like version of music, like a whole different background of like I don't know. I'm not gonna say different notes, but like different like arrangement of notes, different intervals, different frequencies. It's not just um the Western version that we have, where it's seven notes with sharps and flats. Da, da, da. It's like it's basically it's a lot of different versions of music in the first place. Anyway, what I'm saying is there is a specific way to learn things, but also I feel like a lot of magic can come from not adhering to that. You know what I mean? I think it's cool to know and good to know, especially because like most of our music today, mainstream, is in that format. You know what I mean? But also, it's like some crazy and innovative stuff and amazing stuff can come from you not being trained in a formal way. And for me personally, I feel like this kind of applies to a lot of my interests, to where I like kind of learning like the formal stuff, like good to know, or um I don't know, it almost feels academic. I've been used to that my whole life because I've been in academia my whole like school my whole life. I mean, and that's how I've learned most things, you know. But also, I don't know. I feel this experimental side to me where it's like I'm gonna just pick up and play. I'm gonna just do whatever. I'm gonna just flow. I'm gonna just create. I'm gonna just, you know what I mean? Um, and I feel like it's a balance still between like with like technique, because but at the same time though, and I've heard this from other guitarists, um, who have given me pointers over the past couple of years, and just watching on YouTube and stuff. But basically, they're like, because I remember like when I first started playing, I would ask, like when I did have, oh yeah, shout out to Chi, by the way. Shout out to Chi. He was the first person that really um got me into guitar and taught me like my first chords and stuff like that. And it just inspired me to even like actually get a guitar and start playing. You know what I mean? He was my coworker. He would we would bring our guitars every Friday and just jam out. You know what I mean? In the beginning, I was trash. You know, I could only play like A minor and E minor chord, but still had fun, and I got better over time. So anyway, I forgot what I was saying, but um, in the beginning when I started playing guitar, I remember I would always be like, "Oh, should I hold it this way? Should I hold it that way?" Or like, what's the best practice? Or like, is this wrong? Is this right? Um, and there's stuff that's like objectively like wrong or right. You know what I mean? Like how to play an A minor chord. Like it's like there's a wrong way to play an A minor chord. You know, there's a right way to play it. You know what I mean? So, um, but with certain things, I would ask, oh, like my grip here or whatever. It's certain things. Um, they would tell me, they're like, yeah, you can really do your own thing because like yes, there's like good technique and bad technique, whatever. But even the best players who have that there are like amazing players who have like bad technique per se. People say it was bad technique, but they're like amazing. You know what I mean? They are in their own lane of music, of musicality, of just being a musician. You know what I mean? Perhaps they develop their own technique that only they can play, or very few people can even play. You know what I mean? So basically, that's just the message I received while playing. Um, I was just playing "Home" by Philip Phillips, I think. That's one of my favorite. That's like my. I love that song, yo, for real. But yeah, it's like a balance between learning what has been done before, other people's research, which is amazing because a lot of stuff people have gone through, have gotten to through experimenting. You know what I mean? On their own, and there's a lot of value to get from that, for sure. But also, it's like you can also do your own thing, figure out stuff for yourself, even if you have bad technique, you know, or you have so-called bad technique, or certain people look down upon it, or whatever. You know, um, cause I think that was one thing that I feared is like developing bad technique, like I don't know, like slouching over or whatever. So yeah, like some things, yeah, I definitely wanted to fix, or even like my holding my hands instead of like curling my finger, like relaxing my hand so that I don't have like wrist problems. 'Cause I was having a lot of wrist problems at the beginning. But anyway, um, yeah, I think that's basically the message that I got while playing. It was just like, you know, you can do your own thing. You can experiment. You can do both. You can be both. What is it? Classically trained and also be experimental. Do your own thing. do what works for you. Explore the techniques, sounds, or bar chords or whatever. Um, Even scales, like I was saying earlier, even like with I'm forgetting the name, or if there even is a name for like the Western style of music. Um, but there's even more different versions out there than just the Western version. I mean, and because a lot of great things can happen. Actually, okay, this is the point I was trying to make, but I kept forgetting of getting to is that yes, it's very useful to learn what already exists that's out there, already like current notes, techniques, or whatever. This applies to anything, by the way, but I'm specifically talking about guitar because I was just playing guitar, and that's when this message came to me. It's good to learn different techniques and stuff. Um, shoot, I lost it again. Um, shoot, I was talking about technique. I keep losing it. It's like the main thing I was trying to get to. Um, it is what is already right. It's already what exists. Like learning, being classically trained or whatever, or learning academically, learning notes, everything, and theories, and all that. It's good to know that, but also in a way, it's limiting. You know, because when you're taught, play this way, not don't do that, do this. This is what's right. That's what's wrong. Whatever technique. It's like in a way, it's interesting because it's double sided. It's good. It's a good basis to learn what's already out there and different techniques that's out there, but also it can if you adhere too much to it, you can really it can really block you sometimes from your own creativity, from things that you want to try out or whatever. Um, so yeah, I think I keep repeating myself, but yeah, that's basically the message. It's like there's a balance between learning what's already been done, different techniques, the formal way or the academic way, whatever. Learning what's already been established, learning what's already been done, but also um, don't allow that to block your creativity. You know what I mean? These guidelines, ways of doing things, or techniques. I don't know. Right now, I just got the image of I don't know if it was Beethoven, but I think it was Beethoven playing the piano, where I think he like tore his. I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but I think he tore his like pinky, like right here. It was either his pinky or like his like here in his thumb. I forget which side it was, but he tore it, and that allowed him to like stretch further on a piano to play more notes, like further notes apart. Um, that's outside the box. That's one kind of extreme, I guess. But I'm just saying, nobody else could probably play notes like him. Um, I'm not saying tear your freaking ligaments or some shit. I ain't saying that. But I'm just saying that that's like kind of like an extreme example of thinking outside the box and developing your own way of playing, your own technique or whatever. So yeah, I just wanted to share that thought because it really hit me while I was playing. I was like, yeah, I was so much trying to be perfect and have perfect technique or whatever. But knowing myself, it's like I'm very creative. I don't like always staying in technique. It's okay to go outside of the boxes or whatever. So anyway, I feel like I'm repeating myself again, but yeah, that's all for now. Peace.